Emotional damage.
Hey everybody, I'm here. Always gotta make sure the soundboard's working, you know? No, but for real, there is a bit of a lag or a latency when you first push a button on this thing, if you haven't used it on the, with your computer. Like, I had it hooked up and everything, but I have to use it at least once. And then next time, it's more responsive. Because, like, I pushed the button and there was like a full 1.5 seconds before anything happened. I'm gonna push the button again. Right away. So yeah, it's like I'm getting it ready for the shenanigans. That is, well, what's left of the Hildebrand adventures. Hi, everybody! Come back to another episode of Final Fantasy 14, where I ramble on for ages about nothing. And then say, hey, let's get back into it, shall we? Decided to finally do a slightly longer stream today. I mean, it's not gonna be that much longer than yesterday, okay? But still. Oh shit, wrong server. Or wrong data center. There we go. Connection excellent. So, when we last left our friend Hildebrand, we were hot on the heels of Yojimbo, but he escaped us again. Today we're gonna try to corner his ass. Make him pay for stealing the sword, I guess. There we go, Leon's getting his morning stretch in. Probably needs it after, falling asleep with all his clothes on, because, Jesus Christ, dude. Can you imagine trying to sleep fully clothed like that? I used to do that shit when I was a kid. I fully clothed, I would go to bed. For, like, my entire elementary school career. And pretty much part of, like, junior high as well. I never took off my clothes to go to sleep. Fully dressed. The only thing I didn't have on was shoes, obviously, but everything else? All there. Now I just go to bed without a shirt. And that's it. I guess it hasn't changed that much, has it? But I definitely don't go to sleep with jeans on anymore. I used to sleep with jeans on. Now I have actually, I'll sleep in like some shorts or something soft, not jeans. But yeah. The past is never past. Read this last night before I left. Like a moth to the flame. But why else would you come if not for Nashu Makarata and Inspector Hildebrand shenanigans? They got us. They know they got us by the balls. So I was gonna say something else, but I can't remember the quote right now. Something I saw recently. I think he said something like metaphorical balls too, for those who don't have any. Oh, where in the world could he be? Who? You mean Hildebrand, or...? Oh, it's you! I don't suppose you bumped into Inspector Hildebrand roaming about, have you? Making his inquiries? No. I came to check up on, how that's been going. Since last time. Oh. Ever since Shigure got detained by the Sekisegumi, the Inspector's been busy looking into the affairs of Master Akebono, but to no avail. That's right, we're after 2 people now. Never fear, my faithful assistants! I have returned. Wasn't it the same time of day that I left last night? It's like I never left. Your unwavering loyalty to the pursuit of honor and justice and a hard-boiled egg is to be Excuse me. A hard-boiled egg is to be commended, my good man. I might go so far as to say that, in all my years as an inspector, I have known no fan more passionate than you. What? But speaking of fans, during the course of my investigation into the darker rumors concerning Master Akebono, I received a mysterious missive I can but presume was penned by one of my many admirers. I feel like that was almost fourth wall breaking, saying that thanks for being a fan of Hildebrand over so many years. Like, speaking to people who have been keeping up with this game since Realm Reborn, and have been keeping up with this questline since then. I was almost like saying thanks for being a fan for so long. Gosh, Inspector Hildebrand, even in the Far East you've got yourself a following. Can I see it? Certainly, Nashu. That's interesting. It's definitely not written by a Hingan, but they don't seem to be too good with their Eorzean letters. Yea, something of light. You who seeks the strongest of swords, the Saburo Sukehiro, know that I have laid claim to this most priceless treasure. If you would make it yours, meet me upon Kugane Ohashi, for a duel to end all duels. Sincerely, you know whom. It's gotta be Ojimbo. The something of light, you say? Why, he must be referring to none other than my humble self. The one and only Gentleman of Light. Yeah, definitely, he's talking about you. Go get him, buddy. That said, I would much rather resolve this dispute without resorting to duels and the like. Wait here, my friends, while I go and attempt to reason with this misguided ruffian. Good luck! I'm pretty sure they wrote warrior, not gentleman. Which probably means they're talking about Leon? What do you think, Inspector? He's already gone. Inspector Hildebrand? Yeah, he left. What do you mean he up and ran off? Why are you still standing here? You should hurry up and try to catch him before he does something silly. Alright. I'll go babysit him as usual. I'll wait here in case he comes back. Agreed? Right then. He went by the Thavnaran Consulate. Thavnar is not as far away as Eorzea, right? It was about halfway. It's pretty close to where we got ambushed by the damn Siren Song Sea, which they reference in this questline. This is it, right? What they wearing, Thavnar? Ratatan and all that? I mean, I'll be going there eventually thanks to Endwalker, so I might as well get familiar with it now. Yes, this is the Thavnaran Consulate. No, you may not enter without official business. Alright. They just had those guys there as a placeholder for 4 years. Like I'm not the only one who came here to help Hildebrand. Is that you, Leon? As you can see, I seem to have found myself in a pickle. And by pickle, I mean the ground. Kugane Ohashi lies beyond this gate, but before I could pass through, I found myself suddenly accosted, then inverted, then embedded thusly by the dear but misguided Jim. The duel I must regrettably leave up to you. Yeah, I thought so. Kugane Ohashi not accessible. You go on ahead, my friend. I will extricate myself. Eventually. Good night, sweet prince. Nice. Kugane Ohashi. In the far eastern realm of Hingashi, in the pitch of night, perched atop a ship's mast, a warrior waits. In his hand, a sacred treasure, a sword without peer. Yet the enigmatic Yojimbo is a man with many secrets secreted within his many sleeves. Okay. All which he is prepared to bring to bear against his most fearsome and radiant foe. So he wants a rematch, basically, for what happened in Kugane Castle. So this time it's a trial. And now I can reveal why I'm doing this not New Game Plus. 2 birds with 1 stone. Even if I did this New Game Plus, I cannot beat this guy alone. It's like Susano. Similar, not the same. Actually no. it's pretty much almost an identical mechanic that will get me killed if I don't have somebody else. But in this case, it's not because someone needs to hold a giant sword while somebody else kills the ads or whatever. In this case, it's just a DPS check that I just cannot pass by myself. Even at level 90, with appropriate melded gear and everything. I tried it, failed horribly, didn't even come close. So yeah, gotta do it sync. I'm guessing they're also in queue, aren't they? One of them's in a cutscene, so... If they're in a cutscene, I didn't have one just now, so that means they just finished this trial and there's a cutscene that takes place right here, right after it's done. Not surprising, of course. Yeah, there they go. What's behind these gates, anyway? Can't really tell. But they implied we were gonna buy... The description implied, excuse me, that we're gonna fight on a boat, though. This is a very beautiful, You know, I actually visited a Japanese-style garden in Canada when I was there, back in 2010. This reminds me of it a little bit, because it was, like, genuinely authentic. Like, they were basically trying to recreate it, the architecture and everything. Not sure what the history was behind it, but it was like a museum type of little thing where they were showing off, like, bits and pieces of Japanese culture, certain aspects of it. And yeah, they had all this kind of architecture like this. And it was literally called the Japanese Gardens. So it had trees like these. And the setup was very, very similar. That's why I was like, oh shit, this takes me back to, 12 years ago. It was a beautiful place. Anyway, I guess it's time to just sit around and wait in queue. Well, you know what that means. It means this. It's the official sitting in queue waiting music. Why is it official? Because I made it official for my channel. No, I'm just kidding. I'll probably play different music every time. But yeah, I mean, it's like, what else can we fucking do, right? What else can we do except wait and twiddle our thumbs? Now's a good time to check my messages, actually. This is called Read Your Text Twitch streaming right here. Tank privilege. There. At least had enough time to send one reply. There. Alright, let's rock. Alright, Yojimbo, where you at? Far too long have I waited for this rematch. Oh, really? The Soboro Sukehiro may have brought us together, but 'twas that fate that ordained we engage in glorious conflict. And then he said something else, but since I tripped over myself, I didn't get there fast enough. Victory will be mine this day! Alright. There, I'll read it later. Everyone just said hello. Fair enough, let's go. The time has come and so have I! Alright. Let's see what you got, buddy. I did not expect such fierce opposition. And from 8 of you, no less. Yeah, he was just expecting me, right? Enough! It's time we fought like men. And ladies. And men who dress like ladies. For Yojimbo, it is Gilgameshing time! Oh, you can't be serious. Oh, shit! Plot twist! Yes, 'tis I, the man, the myth, the legend! Yeah, it's him. Again. Divide and conquer. Gilgamesh style. Oh, fuck. I got out of that? I'm actually quite shocked. This should push you down the sides. Not if we stick together. Doritos get stacked for them. An alternate type of stack marker. Oh, someone just woke the dragon. This is Dragon Ball Z. So that probably makes us miniature if we spread out. Gotta apply the dots first. I have learned much and more in the Far East, my friend. Behold! Double your pleasure, double your fun! This is where I got my ass kicked. Look behind you! A giant me! He's copying Susano now. And yeah, this is where it becomes impossible by yourself. I should turn on my tank stance earlier for that one. Oh. How our hearts sing in the chaos. Now the reason that DPS check is impossible, it may seem like, how the hell did you not do that, right? It's because if they're together, they're buffed so fucking hard that, I couldn't penetrate their defenses, essentially. But if you spread them out, yeah, they die pretty quick. You can't spread them out if you're by yourself. You have some skill, I'll give you that. But Gilgamesh has only just begun to fight. Really? Shit. You're gonna be an F-15. I can see why they tried to stay together. Makes it easier for everybody else to free us. Take wing, ye souls of war. Damn, we couldn't free him in time. Shit. Most impressive. Very well. I too shall fight with all my strength. Should have been doing that when you started. That bastard has mouse immune. Behold the sword art of legend, Zan Mato! Where did he acquire this? Did he defeat the real Yojimbo and take it from him? Uh-oh. Oh, this again. That's not good. Wait, what the hell happened? Did the other thing stop? Like, when the hell did the other tank turn off his stance? Or was he dead for too long and I didn't even fucking notice? My Kotek must have died and I had no idea. Since I was reading the text and everything. I have no idea. Or were they not... Did they not have the stance on, like, from the very beginning of the fight? Pretty sure they did, though. I yield, I throw myself upon your boundless mercy and beg forgiveness, please! Just like last time. You know. He gives up, and then begs for his life. I know they did die at one point, but I thought they were revived pretty much right away. Wait, what is this? Oh, okay, yeah. Phew! Still sitting down. Well, at least Hildebrand's out of the ground. You alright, buddy? We meet again, Hildy. Greg? Greg! I say, you are a sight for sore eyes. However did you come to be here in Kuldana? In the Far East, for that matter. Ah, well, you see, the thing about that is... I say, to think that Greg was masquerading as Jim this entire time. At least he came clean. Indeed I was. After Leon bested me a second time, I quit Eorzea and embarked upon a journey to distant lands that I might hone my skills in preparation for our inevitable third bout. But when I saw you had misread... when I saw you had misread my carefully written words and come in his stead, I felt I had no choice but to remove you from the field forcibly. Pray forgive me my unkindness, Hildy. No, Greg. There is no need for apologies between friends. Yet again, I must ask though, how did you come to be here in Kugane as a Ronin of much repute and a remarkably thin waist? Yeah. Well, his waist as Yojimbo was... I mean, he still kind of has it now, but it's a little bit wider. It's like this. I know it seems far-fetched, even insulting to your intelligence, but there's a simple and highly satisfying explanation. In my quest to hone my skills and procure more powerful weapons overseas, I neglected to budget properly for food and drink, and soon found myself bereft of both. Driven to a deathly hunger, I fell to my knees, and in that instant looked to my bosom friend, the painted rooster that had offered me companionship in my darkest hour. Oh no! When dawn broke the following day, I was alone once more. A sliver of strength, restored by the terrible sacrifice of my comrade, whose body and soul I would carry with me ever after. Yeah, it's like Hraesvelgr with, Shiva, right? But by his grace I survived for days and days after, until I chanced to cross paths with a stray dog. Really? Daigo? He too was clearly a victim of the slings and arrows of outrageous misfortune, and in each other we found kindred spirits, we orphans of fate. Thus did I name him Daigo, and thereafter did we travel as one, working together that we might both live to see another day. When we at last arrived in Kugane, I sought employment as a mercenary to rebuild my misspent savings and resume my search for the strongest of swords. It was through such ventures that I acquired the Zanmato. In fact, and began to build my reputation as Yojimbo. Oh, okay, so that's how he got it. Naturally, a legendary Ronin must dress to meet the expectations of his clients, and so I assembled an outfit that would satisfy those who requested my services. So he reinvented himself, literally, as Yojimbo. Kageyama was one such client. When I saw that Leon and his comrades were to be my opponent, though, I quickly realized he had not paid me nearly enough. More fool me! Now he's referencing what happened at Kugane Castle. So I wonder what this dialogue is like if you do this without doing that quest. That self-contained side quest of Kugane Castle. That dungeon. Or maybe it's a prerequisite after a while. Like, you have to go do it before you can finish this quest line. I don't know. I'll have to look that up on the wiki or something. Yeah, it's whatever. Needless to say, the sight of the man who had bested me twice before was enough to rekindle the competitive spirit within me, and so when I heard tell of the Soborosuke Hiro, I knew I must claim it in preparation for our battle. The rest you know. Oh, so you pretended to guard it from the wolf burglar, but you were secretly plotting to take it for yourself. Truly a riveting tale. And tragic besides, for though I fought with all my strength, yet again was I defeated by the great and powerful Warrior of Light. As I said to you on the bridge, no more tricks. I have taken my shot and fallen short, and so I will cease my shenanigans and instead pledge my complete support to your endeavors, that I might make amends for my misdeeds. Oh shit, that's right, I forgot to go near him, like last time when we finished the fight, the trial, to see the little chat bubble above his head to see what he says. I think he said that that was going to be the last time we ever fought. He wasn't going to challenge me again. He gives up at that point. And we should be glad to have it, Greg. Welcome aboard. Let us return to Nashu and share with her the wonderful news. Yeah, we got Greg back. You too, Greg. You're a full-fledged assistant now. That's how he's gonna make amends, huh? Fair enough, I guess. How his body just went from being slim as a stick to back to that is beyond me, but alright. Here, actually, I'm curious. I gotta see this now. 15 minutes should be good. What the hell happened during that fight? When did the other tank lose the aggro? Was it when he died? Did they not get revived right away? I know it's towards the end, because they do get killed during that chain-up thing. Right here. We don't free him in time. And he's gone. So this is, yeah, this is when they lost the aggro, but they weren't revived right away. So that's why that happened. I didn't realize the person who got chained up was a co-tank. That's why this guy, yeah, that explains a lot. Now here they still have their tank stance on. There either they turned it off or there's too many buffs on screen and we can't see if it's still on or not. But they didn't use re-provoke. They were probably expecting me to take the aggro after they died, and they didn't. So then that's why he was targeting the healer. I'm looking at the little party list there. That's where it all went wrong, alright. And then they obviously didn't read party chat, like, you know. Yeah, they obviously hadn't read party chat, seeing that people were saying, hey, we need one of the tanks to take him. But I did, so then that's why I turned on my stance and provoked and solved the problem. Right after this. I was like, wait. This is where I was confused, and then I was like, fuck it, I'll take it. Should have used provoke. I think I was fumbling over my goddamn hotbar after I, you know. Yeah, the other tank realized too late also that they hadn't provoked or taken back the aggro either, because they still had their tank stance on as well. So basically, we both fucked up. Mostly me, because I forgot to take the aggro after the other tank died, because I didn't realize. I didn't memorize that KA, the initials KA, were the other tank, the one who died with the chain up mechanic. Otherwise, I would have taken over a lot sooner before the healer died like that. Either I didn't get close enough for him to pop a chat bubble, or he just doesn't say anything, but I'm not sure. Alright, that settles that. So what did he say during the intro of the fight? The part that I missed. He said the Saburo Tsukihiro may have brought us together, but 'twas fate that ordained we engage in glorious fisticuffs. But with swords, once more. That's the part I missed. The rest I actually managed to read on time. That sword looks so tiny compared to the rest of his body. Alright, cool. Well, now I know what the hell happened. The co-tank died. I didn't look at the party list and realize that we had no tank. Well, with stance on. So I forgot to take... Well, I didn't take over because I didn't notice that the co-tank who had the aggro died. And then when he was revived, he didn't use provoke. He kept his stance on, but he didn't use provoke. Or I didn't even see the gender, but... They didn't use provoke, but they kept their stance on, but neither one of us could take the aggro back in time because I also didn't use provoke. So yeah, it's like at first I fucked up big time for not noticing. But then we both fucked up because neither one of us were using provoke when we should have. After we were both alive. So then both of our healers paid the price for that. Damn, well, can't always be perfect. What can I say? Usually I'm on top of shit like that as a co-tank, but perhaps because I've been doing too much shit solo as an unsynced, I've lost practice. And like I said, even before I started streaming, I didn't really tank that much. I usually play DPS, so... Ah, you live and you learn, folks. You live and you learn. I admit my defeat, brave warrior. Let us let bygones be bygones, you and I, and move forward in the spirit of camaraderie towards a common goal. Yeah. Yeah. Damn, I don't have high five on this. I don't even think is that even an emote? High five is an emote, but I think I don't have it on any character. Truly, this was a twist that no one could have possibly seen coming. Never mind all the hints at it, right? We got so many subtle clues that it was Gilgamesh. But yeah, no one could have seen it coming, definitely. I'm not even just talking about the previews, but the previews kind of gave it away. Even from the very first episode. You see Gilgamesh with the green chicken. The green rooster, sorry, but... But now he claims he ate it, so... Enkidu. So why did we see it in the previews if it's supposedly dead because the Gilgamesh ate it? Terrible news, everyone! Whatever is the matter, Nashu? It's Shigure. As punishment for helping the wolf burglar escape, he's been sentenced to death by ritual suicide. Oh god, seppuku? This is indeed a disturbing development, Hildy. We have no time to spare, my friends. Presuming the wolf burglar is in the wind, our only recourse is to delve deeper into the hidden past of Master Akebono and uncover proof that the sword he claims was stolen was first stolen by he himself. Divide and conquer, Agents of Inquiry style. Sure. Which way do I go then? Okay, here first, and then here. How did Akebono earn his fortune, you ask? By peddling a variety of medicinal wares for all manner of purposes. Really? He's a drug dealer! No, actually, I don't know if that's what he means. From what I heard, they were all remarkably effective and popular. He still enjoys a reputation as a premier source of alchemical goods. Would that I had the coin to afford such luxurious potions and potables. His clientele spends in a visit what I earn in a month. Jesus Christ. So the other two are over there. Yeah. Milady. So I don't target them because I don't want them to, you know, for the chat log to say that I directly bow to them. Just makes it more awkward. Instead, it's like, if they're not AFK, they'll notice it. If they're AFK, they won't even know. Because when they come back, the chat log is just going to say that I bowed, but they won't even know to who. Keaton? I should be glad to speak of Master Akebono to you, albeit solely with regards to his character as a businessman. Like all who have risen to mercantile prominence, he has been at the center of rumor and intrigue. For every man who sings his praises, there is another who would curse his name. Sounds about right, yeah? None will deny the efficacy of his medicines, which is to be expected, given that he utilizes the finest ingredients from that birthplace of alchemy, Razatan. His satisfied customers are beyond counting. He uses the finest ingredients from Razatan. Okay. On the other hand, none can deny the exorbitant profits he has reaped by tightly controlling the supply of Panish ingredients. Absent competition, he is free to dictate prices as he sees fit. Unfortunately, this has led many in desperate need of his miraculous medicines to spend their entire life savings or seek assistance from disreputable moneylenders. Damn. So then they get fucked even more. His practices are ultimately wholly within the confines of the law. So again, as a businessman, he is to be lauded for his success. But I will say nothing on his morals or ethics. Or lack thereof. Yeah. Rich people can always tend to find a way to do that, can't they? To conduct business just barely within the law. On the border of breaking something, but not really. Breaking a law, but not really. Of course, realistically, most of them they do break laws, but they cover it up. And this might be another one of those cases where he's just been really good at covering up his criminal endeavors. But as far as most people are concerned, he technically operates within the law, but is still mad shady, because, you know, morality doesn't equal law. Commanded to commit ritual suicide, eh? I knew he had earned the ire of his masters, but not to such a degree. I know, that seems pretty... That's overkill. We've gotta help Shigure before it's too late. Damn right. Hildy, what are we doing? Have you tantalizing tidbits of information to share, my good man? Come, come, out with it. Both of these are correct. And they're pretty much the same thing in different words. So yeah, exorbitant prices, second to none, yada yada. A man who preys on the sick and needy for personal gain, is he? As expected, there is far more to Master Akabono than meets the eye. Inspector! Inspector! We've got to hurry! Shigure's execution is going to be carried out any moment now if we don't do something. What? Already? And there I was hoping we might first conduct a thorough investigation and uncover information with which we might convince them to set the poor man free. But absent that... Bah! There are many roads which lead to just ends. If we must take a shortcut to avert a grave miscarriage of justice, then so be it. Drastic measures, then? I like how Gilgamesh's run animation is as if he's still holding a sword, even though he's not. Look. Shit. They're really gonna make him commit seppuku. Man, this is fucked up. Honored brothers, I will not beg your forgiveness. Only pray that by this humble offering of my life, that I might absolve the Sekisegumi of the shame I have brought upon it through my misdeeds. If it's ritual suicide, why is he holding... Oh, shit! I was like, wait, what the hell's going on? What the fuck? What is the meaning of this? How did you guys not notice him? That man is an imposter! Seize him! Seize him at once! Well, there's a distraction, I guess, right? Leading him on a merry chase. Oh my god. Shigure! Shigure! Now is your chance to escape! I will do no such thing. I may have lost what little honor was mine in life, but at least I can reclaim it in death. That's foolish thinking. Oh god, he's really gonna do it right now. Your honor is yet yours, samurai. You came back? You need not cut your belly open this day, Shigure, for you have the Soboro Sukehiro and the infamous wolf burglar besides. Wait, he's turning himself in? But why? We had a deal, remember? Temporary release. And I'm a wolf of my word. Wow. This is giving me chills right now. This guy is that honorable? Holy shit. Aye, this is indeed the Soboro Sukehiro. Very well. Escort the wolf burglar back to his cell and send a runner to Master Akebono's estate at once. Him. Saved his life. I wonder why he did it though. We're far from finished, Shigure. The wolf burglar may be in custody once more, but you must still answer for your reckless actions. Therefore, after further deliberation, I have decided that you will conduct a formal investigation into the rumors surrounding Master Akebono, and... yeah! He's back on the case! That will not be necessary. Indeed, with the return of the wolf burglar, I believe we can consider this tiresome affair resolved. Who's this? Master Komode! Excuse me, too much damn water. Wait, no, you? Master Akebono's guest! The one that Geiko threw into the wall! I remember that. He's like, shit, he remembers that? Yeah, that. Oh? Surely you must be mistaken. I have no recollection of any such event, or of you, for that matter. He's gonna deny it to try and save face, huh? Anyway, as I said before, I believe there is no need for any further investigation. Should you deem otherwise, you are free to proceed. However, such wasteful expenditures may force us to reconsider the resources we allocate you and yours next year. That's how rich people buy off the cops. Textbook scenario right here. Rest assured, Master Komode, that we value your counsel deeply and should be glad to defer to your judgment. Really? I think you're deferring to his wallet after what you just said. Shigure, the matter of the Saburo Tsukihiro and Master Akebono is now officially closed. That will be all. Just like that. Bribed off the cops. Yes. That will be all. The fuck was that? The twists keep coming. What was that about? 'Twas just in the nick. Or before the nick, I should say. Motherfucker, these fuckers with their puns, man! Oh, we did it! We saved Shigure! Yeah. Verily I, Hildebrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, have once more done the impossible and saved the man from certain death. A shame that the others seem so eager to wash their hands of the affair. Not Shigure, though. I understand he still has questions for the wolf burglar. Really? Well, let's see what's going on. Don't do the do prison. Okay. Shigure wants answers now, or he wants them eventually. What ho, Shigure? Over here! My friends, I cannot thank you enough. Had you not arrived when you had, I would not be standing before you now. You will forgive me for dispensing with further expressions of gratitude, for I have just returned from the jail where I spoke with the wolf burglar, who shared with me some rather troubling information. Do not keep us in suspense, my good man. What is it? Not long after we delivered the wolf burglar into the custody of the Sekisagumi, Master Akebono stormed into the jail and began berating the turnkey, demanding that they return the stolen contents of his safe. Really? You may recall that we spoke with Master Akebono concerning this stuff shortly after we first met. Yeah, actually we did. That's why he was hiring people. He was rather secretive regarding said contents at that time, but the wolf burglar said it was an unmarked satchel filled with a white powder. Oh, I see where this is going. A white powder. No, not cocaine. There's something else. Given Master Akebono's reputation as a purveyor of medicines, our chivalrous thief resolved to steal it for the benefit of the poor and needy, as is his wont. However, since there was nothing to identify what manner of medicine it was, the wolf burglar decided to hold on to it for safekeeping. Plainly, however, it was no ordinary medicine, for why else would Master Akebono clamor for it so? My keen inspector sense is tingling. Where's the satchel now? In the possession of the men and women of the waterways. They will not admit this, however, unless we give them the proper password. As above, so below. Understood. Let us hasten to their den of iniquity. Understood. Heavy-ass footsteps of Gilgamesh over there. I'm no good with dark places. Too easy to trip and bump your noggin. True. Hello there, Koju. Enjoying another fine day in the waterways? Somehow I doubt they'll ever consider me a friend. Only one way to find out. A fine hideaway this is, away from the prying eyes of the local constable. Wait, what? The local constabulary? Constabulary, I don't know. Something like that. Knew you'd lot to turn up again sooner or later. Didn't expect you'd be bringing along another unfamiliar face, though. No matter. I like the cut of his jib. So, what are you after this time? He's talking about Gilgamesh, obviously. A certain satchel containing a certain white powder which once belonged to a certain merchant. The wolf burglar told me you have it. If he did, then he'd have told you the magic words, too. Ah, yes, of course. They are... soar high above and never go low. Close, but no. What? Tommy, take me, no! This is no time for fun and games, Inspector. There we go. Get low. Get low. Get low. Get low. Isn't that, a reference to that song by Lil Jon? I'm pretty sure it is. It's a song by Lil Jon. Eh? Pull the other one. It's got bells on. What are you doing, Leon? Don't antagonize a man. Or have you really forgotten what the password was? I will go whither the wild rose blooms. Same thing. It's got bells on. Let me get back to you. Okay. I wanted to see all the responses. As above, so below. Aye, that's it. Nothing personal, but we've got to be careful. Damned if I know what it is, but my gut tells me it's nothing no honest man would keep in a locked safe. That said, a suspicious powder is far from incontrovertible proof of criminal misdeeds. We need to first determine what it is. Any ideas how we might do so? Seek the assistance of a Honish alchemist or someone versed in their alchemical traditions? Perhaps someone at the Thavnaran consulate? We were just there. Honish probably means somebody from Razatan, right? Brilliant minds think alike, for I too reached that conclusion but a moment ago. To the Thavnaran consulate, my friends. Here, you can't simply go and bang on the gates of a foreign consulate and expect it... oh, never mind. Yeah, that's usually what you gotta do with Hildebrand. Just kinda go with it. Rich folks don't keep run-of-the-mill medicines hidden in safes guarded by men with trunkins or truncheons. Mark me, that powder's dangerous. I kind of remember at this point where this is going, and there's something I want to say about it, but I can't without spoiling the plot, so... I'll talk about it after. The setting sun. This place is so beautiful at sunset. I love how the lighting and everything is exactly like in the trailer. Which takes place, you know, at sunset. Wait. There's a meteorite right there. It is all rather sudden, I realize, but to reiterate, it is of the utmost importance that we speak with your superiors. To reiterate, have you lost an appointment or not? Not as such, no. Then no means no. He's all, then my hands they are tied. There are procedures, samurai, and much paperwork. No exceptions can be made. Basically, you ain't getting in with them shoes. Under normal circumstances, I would agree, but this is a matter of public safety and welfare. Surely an exception can be made. Ain't having it. What ho, young Manderville man? The hell? What's he doing here? Father! He's shocked. He's like, what the fuck? This is Dad? And today's Father's Day, too. I just remembered, I was like, yeah. What brings you to the far side of the world? The father side of the world? A complex series of events too exhausting to detail. Of greater importance is what brings us to the consulate. You see, we must needs enlist the assistance of a Hunnish alchemist, or one with an encyclopedic knowledge of Hunnish regions. How fortunate, then, that we should chance to meet. I am a representative of the Sajatra concern. Okay. Or Ratatan, should you know not the name. We trade in all manner of alchemical goods. If your quandary requires the expertise of one versed in such wares, pray permit me to assist you. Indeed, to aid the son of Lord Godbert Manderville and his comrades would be an honor most great. That is most generous of you. Far be it from us to refuse. Perhaps a change of venue is in order? I say, let us not impose upon these hard-working keepers of the peace any longer. What a stroke of good luck, right? We ran into somebody who could help us with our exact predicament at the perfect time. This powder is most fascinating. An ingredient of Hunnish origin, this is true, but not one intended for medicinal purposes. Dangerous purposes, rather, and for this reason its sale is forbidden. In the hands of a master alchemist, it could be used to create dew prism. The fuck is that? I'm sorry, dew prism? A most powerful drug. A mere thimbleful is enough to befuddle the senses and render even the most strong-willed subject susceptible to any and all commands. Now I can say this. This is based on a real-life drug. That actually does exactly what he just said. You may be assured this is not an exaggeration. Resistance is, most regrettably, quite futile. You won't even think about resisting, that's the problem. Undetectable it is, save for the occasional glimmer in the eyes. A changing of the color, fleeting and impossible. That doesn't happen in real life, but... everything else? Yes, there is a drug that does this. I'll explain in a second. I've heard of it. I forgot the name, but... and where I heard of it, but it stuck with me, the story. By the Khan, I have seen such a glimmer before. Oh? Are you quite sure it was not a trick of the light? No, I saw it too. Master Kumode. Yeah, is being manipulated. And this is true too, probably, then. He's probably using the dew prism to manipulate Master Kumode to do what he did. Well deduced, my faithful assistant and undying fan. I was just about to voice the same conclusion. I'm sure you were. Well, if what you say is true, that a most terrible crime has been committed. Evidence must be gathered, and those responsible must be punished. It all makes sense now. Why else would the chief coin counter of the Sekisagumi press so strongly to end an investigation into a modest merchant? Because he drugged him during their meeting! At last, we have a motive. Means and opportunity. Come, let us put an end to this once and for all. How wonderful it is to see Hildy's infectious enthusiasm inspire others to rise to the occasion once more. Well then, do not let me detain you. Alright, see you later, Godbert. Great seeing you as always, buddy. Last time we saw him was in MSQ. 4.2, I believe. No, 4.1. When he, gave some tips to the Sultana. About how to make a mutually beneficial agreement between proposition, deal, whatever you want to call it, between El Amigo and Ulda to help get all the refugees back on their feet, including both those who chose to stay in Ulda or go back to El Amigo. Oh, so before we keep going, yes, there is a drug that is it's not, for some reason it hasn't gotten a foothold here. This is mostly because you can't really do much with it aside from exactly what we just saw, but let me get to... I'm getting ahead of myself. I think they said you can find it in... or it's sometimes used by criminals in certain African nations, or I think in South American countries. Either some African countries or some South American countries, they use this drug, I can't remember which one it was, but either way, in certain countries, there's criminals that use this. It's a white powder, just like they're explaining. It's said that what they do is they put it on the palm of their hand and then they blow it into your face, because the minute it hits your face, you're gonna accidentally inhale a little bit, and that's all you need. You just inhale a little bit, almost like cocaine, right? But you know, you don't have to actually do a line. It can just hit you in the face, the powder, and then you'll inhale it, and that's enough for you to be under the influence. And what it does is exactly what they just said. It actually just makes you like completely, almost, I don't want to say catatonic, but you just kind of become like a zombie for a bit, and you are highly susceptible to suggestion. So the criminal will basically do that to you, and then they can do something like tell you, like, just be like a friendly person, just be like, hey, you want to give me all your money? And you'll be like, yes, I do. That sounds like a good idea. And they'll be like, alright, go to the ATM and take out all your money and then give it to me. And you'll be like, okay, sure, yeah, here you go. And you'll do it without even realizing what the hell's happening. And you won't even remember any of it. I think that's another side effect, is that after they do whatever they want with you, after they make you do whatever they please, let's not pretend they probably don't use it for that too. And it wears off, you won't remember shit. At least I think that's one of the effects. You won't remember the person's name, face, nothing. I don't know how long the effects last though. I don't remember them saying that it was a long-lasting effect. I think it wears off pretty quickly. But yes, that is a real drug. It's a real thing. So, back to what I was saying earlier when I was getting ahead of myself. They say... The person I heard this from, it was a YouTube video, an educational video I found a long time ago. I wish I could find it again now. They said it never caught... It never really... Like, you can't really find it, like, here in the United States because... And in some other developed countries because, not just because it's, like, outlawed or whatever, because of what it can be used for, but because it's not as overpowered in its uses as you might think. So it's never really caught on, like, just selling a drug that's, like, a recreational drug. You know, cocaine, something else like that. I forgot what the exact explanation was, but it was something along those lines. That it's just not as sought after as you'd think a drug like that, everybody would be after it. Like, oh, hell yeah, I can, you know, use this to brainwash people temporarily to do whatever I want them to? Hell yeah, let me get that shit. But surprisingly, it's not as profitable to sell that drug as it is to just sell, like, weed and cocaine or some shit. So yeah, it's just not... That's the only reason that you don't really see it. Most people have never heard of this fucking thing. I barely remember the video that I saw on it, you know? But, yeah, that's pretty much all it is. It's just not that profitable to sell it for some reason. It's kind of just... I don't know. It's just like a tool for a short-sighted... Yeah, like a means to an end, but in a very short-sighted way. Probably because the effects aren't, you know, they don't last too long. Still, you'd think it would, at least, you know, something that can do that, even if it is for short-term purposes, you'd think it would still gain a foothold here, but no, it really hasn't. Most people have never heard of the fucking thing. I can't remember its name either. Akebono, we're calling you to come forth and answer for your dastardly deeds. Doesn't seem like anybody's home, does it? Wherever could he possibly be? Who's the guy back there? Huh? But that's impossible! I like how I noticed him before the NPCs did. I was like, who the fuck's standing by that tree over there? Ha! Thought you'd seen the last of me, did you? As if I'd content myself with sitting in a jail I could escape on a whim while you lot bungle your chance to bring my nemesis to justice. Excuse me. And by escaping on someone else's watch, no one can pin the blame on you this time, eh? Wouldn't want to repeat it before. Don't tell me this was your plan all along? To secure my freedom so we could expose Akebono's crimes together? And reclaim the Soboro Tsukihiro into the bargain, aye. This is no small undertaking, and I knew I'd need all the help I can get. Now that we're all on the same page, let's be on our way. The bastard's bound for the Isle of Becco, off to meet with a silent partner, I'm told. Capital! If we hurry, perhaps we can beat Akebono to the punch. He may be an idiot, but he's got the right idea. It's no time to waste. That's hard to time, so he just says the U part. Very well. If that is the way the winds are blowing, let no one say I don't also blow. What kind of blowing you talking about? You know what's funny is right before I started my stream an hour ago, that was the last Gold Saucer minigame I actually did. Was, anyway the wind blows. With fucking Typhon. And of course I didn't win, but Lord knows I tried. It's all luck based. Doesn't matter if you move or not. He just does whatever the hell he hits whatever spot he wants, and that's that. I think the only thing you can do to hedge your chances of winning, don't stand on the outside. Because he always, at least once or twice, he always tends to use that outer ring AoE. The fuck? It's appropriate. I'll let it go for now. I don't know when I turned mountain music back on, but sure. It's appropriate because it's chase music and we're chasing a bad guy right now. But yeah, it is. Just don't stand on the outer rim because he has that one AoE that just hits just the outer rim, the outermost tip. of the entire ring. Other than that, though, you're pretty much at the mercy of whatever the hell he decides to do. This is the place. I'm sure of it. All we have to do is wait. I do like the achievement you get for that, though. What the funga? WT funga? I have gotten it, too. I got lucky enough to win a long time ago once. It's such a rare gate, though, that it's just like... It could take a while to get that achievement if you're specifically hunting for it, because you have to wait at the gold saucer till it happens, and then you have to hope you win. It's not an easy one to get. The fuck?
You bastard!
Father? By the Kami! Could it be that the inspector's father is in league with Akebono? Don't be daft. Look closer. As always, your discretion in these matters is greatly appreciated. As is yours, Master Akebono. But to the matter at hand, the Dew Prison. It has served you well? Met your expectations, I trust? Ha ha ha! Exceeded them, I should say. Never in my wildest dreams could I have imagined that a drug could be so powerful, so effective. Tasteless, odorless, colorless. The chief coin counter had no idea his drink had been compromised. He has already proven to be a most useful tool in manipulating... in manipulating the Sekisegumi, more than worth the regular upkeep to keep him in my thrall. Now that the Soboro Tsukihiro is back where it belongs, I can set my sights on much bigger prizes. The Bugyosho, perhaps? Magistrate Akebono. Why not? All Kugane is mine for the taking. This is why I'm like, I wonder why that drug hasn't taken off in real life in certain places. Because you could, you know, use it on the right people and you could make off with a lot of money, right? Like, brainwashing certain people to give you their money. You'd think that would actually be a highly sought after commodity, a drug like that, but again, I don't know. You are more right than you know, Master Akebono, for I come bearing a gift courtesy of Manderville and Manderville, a most illustrious Eorzean consortium of which you have doubtless heard. Their resources are considerable, and their influence extends far beyond the borders of Aldenard, but all their wealth pales in comparison to what I present to you now. As we discussed, Lord Godbert, you will serve Master Akebono faithfully and without question, will you not? But of course. Oh no, they got to him. We can't see the glow in his eyes because of the glasses, but... Kami forfend! He's under the influence of Dew Prison! Oh man, this just got personal for Hildebrand. He's seeing his father get... brainwashed. Shit just got real. So are they gonna do exactly what I was just saying you could do with that drug? Try to empty out his bank account? He's a pretty wealthy guy. Wait, you fool! Now's not the time! Father, 'tis I, your beloved son, Hildebrand. Hearken to me. These men are villains. You are being deceived. The inspector arrives, as I knew he would. Doubtless your friends are cowering and hiding. Just as well. In one fell swoop, we shall bring an end to this farce. I call upon Eorzea's most fearsome of goldsmiths. I call upon the hammer. Go forth and lay waste to these interlopers. Oh shit, we've seen him in action before. We're fucking dead if he's if they're gonna sick him on us. Peepo shake. Oh dear! Oh no! Damn! And that's why I said, we're fucked. He just blew all of us away. Magnificent! Finish them all! Finish everyone! Son of a bitch. What the hell? He said finish everyone! That backfired. He said finish everyone. Wait, that means us too. He's coming up for us next. Oh no. Hildebrand? It falls to you, Hildebrand Helidor Maximilian Manderville? Save us, Hildy! Do something! Jesus Christ. Oh! Forgive me, Father, but you know not what you do. You're a Manderville! Uh-oh. Well, this is quite wholesome. Great time for a little flashback like this. You guys remember this? It's all flashbacks from our previous adventures with Hildebrand. This, we were not there for. We were not present for this one. The other ones we saw, though. Yeah, we didn't see this either. Aww, it's baby Hildy! That is super cute. Young Godbert and, God, what was her name again? Shit. She's gonna smack me with a frying pan later. Oh! Oh, shit! Manderville man! Abort, Father, abort! Spare me your reverse Manderville something! That was too fast. What a comeback. At least he snapped out of it, though. Whew! And I'm spent. Hmm? What happened here? He has no fucking idea. Thank God me and Nashu were spared that shit, though. Holy shit. I guess I gotta tell him everything. Well, this is all very embarrassing indeed. 1,000 pardons to you all for my rather excessive display of martial prowess. I mean, I'm just glad I didn't have to fight you. Oh, and this should go without saying, but Manderville and Manderville will be severing all ties with the Sajatra concern. That is hard to say. Yeah, you guys are fucked. Rejoice, my friend, for we have reclaimed the Saburo Sukahiro once more. How fortunate that the dastardly Akebono would be so loath to set it aside that he would rather bring it with him to a secret rendezvous. Excuse me, true enough, yeah. A final favor, if you'll indulge me. Lay it at my father's grave. Wow, that's a pretty heavy request. Right then. I suppose you'll be wanting to get me back to the jail. Regardless of the reasons, a crime is a crime and mine are many. And an upstanding Sekisugumi like yourself must adhere to a code, no? Indeed I must, which is why it will be with much regret that I inform my superiors I have seen neither hide nor hair of the notorious wolf burglar. Huh? You sure about this? Not if you ask me again. Go to your father. Shigure has the right of it. You should be the one to bring your father's spirit the comfort and closure it deserves. And they're making me choke up with this. It's getting really touchy-feely, bro. It feels. You're mad, each and every one of you. Even the samurai. And I love you all the more for it. Thank you. Hold fast to a righteous creed, yet recognize when too rigid an adherence would result in greater injustice. Truly, I am privileged to have witnessed a display of nuanced nobility. Now, there's a lesson, folks. I like that. Because this has actually become... Well, for some of the things that I've been... some of the topics that I've looked at recently, which are by no means mainstream topics or anything, this actually applies pretty well to some of the stuff I've been keeping up with lately. I won't bother you guys with it because it's not really relevant to this, but yeah. It is, in general, a very good idea to not be so, you know, steadfast in your beliefs and values that you're completely unbending and don't realize when, you know, you might be wrong about something in certain cases, in certain situations. Basically, long story short, nuance is a thing. Most people don't like to acknowledge it, especially on the internet. People like to pretend the world is black and white, and as I've always said, the world is full of shades of gray, not black and white. It is what it is. There are no absolutes. As paradoxical as that statement is, it is true. Anyway, would that like the burglar, I might find a measure of peace in mourning mine own dearly departed. Oh, Enkidu, if only you knew how sorry I am. She's right there. Well, he if it's a rooster, but Enkidu's supposed to be a chick. I don't know. Enkidu? But how? Then what was it that I ate that fateful day? Fools. Think you this is the end? I think not. Oh shit, he's gonna pull something. What? How the hell did he nail that? Ah, shit. Now he's got him under mind control, doesn't he? Son of a bitch. Huzzah! You belong to me now, Ronin. Now, spirit me away from this place. Far, far, far away. Mwahaha! Far, far, far away? Mwah. Mwahaha! Greg, no! Cease your egress! Beyond the rift that lies between, to wondrous worlds yet unseen. Wait, no! How dare you twist my word? What? Bobby, this is gonna get worse before it gets better! Wait for me, Inspector! That was way too fucking fast. I'm gonna have to... Just give me a sec. Those evil red eyes in the distance. Oh, there he goes, my beloved son. Not content to fly off into the sky as before, this time he elects to take his leave by vanishing into the earth. Yeah, what exactly did they say real quick? That was incredibly fast. Was around Okay, so it's right here. Thank God I have this sort of replay function, right? He said, "Wait, no, how dare you twist words carelessly spoken in the heat of the moment." Oh, that's what he said. He wanted to go far away, but he didn't want to go to another dimension. You know. Another dimension or wherever the hell he took them. Brief though our time was together, I cannot deny how much he has grown, both as an inspector extraordinaire and a Manderville man besides. I say, a father could not be more proud. Yeah, only now how the fuck are we gonna find him? Beyond the great rift that separates worlds or something? I mean, that heavily implies he's not on this planet anymore. Or in this dimension, one or the other. How the fuck are we gonna find him again? And off goes Lord Godbert, along with Akebono. I should thank him for that. Nothing left for us but to follow them back to Kugane, I suppose. Are you ready? Yep, I'm ready. Good. Then let us be off. I cannot even begin to imagine where I would be had I never crossed paths with you and your comrades. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you for everything. The Seki Segumi have concluded that even before the chief coin counter fell under Akebono's thrall, he willingly and enthusiastically conspired with the merchant to illicit ends, and so he will be held to account. As for Akebono and his now defunct enterprise, the Thavnaran consulate has agreed to intercede on behalf of its countrymen to broker a more equitable arrangement between Hanish suppliers and Hingan merchants. All agree that another monopoly would serve no one's interests. Except the person monopolizing, of course. But yeah. Regardless of their motivations, if their actions put more medicine in the hands of the sick and needy, then I think it is safe to call it a change for the better, don't you? Well, it's definitely a step in the right direction. I can't argue that. The best part, if you ask me, in light of Akebono's crimes, all debts owed to him by those forced to pay his exorbitant prices are to be wiped clean. Now that is an even bigger step in the right direction. Very well, I'll take it for now. Again, not perfect, but it's improving. There was a time when I might not have thought as much. Good and evil, the innocent and the criminal, it all seems so simple in the abstract. But out here, in the real world, life is anything but. Yeah, that's exactly what Gilgamesh was saying. And what I've been saying over and over, many times already. No absolutes, folks. Just shades of fucking gray. You and the inspector helped me to understand how naive I was. You taught me to look beyond appearance and hearsay, and not be too quick to judge a man for his misdeeds. If I am worthy of the Seki Segumi, it is because of you and him. Welcome, buddy. I mean, you're giving us a lot of credit there, but I'll take it, fuck it. Ah, speaking of which, what exactly did become of Inspector Hildebrand? Do you think we ought to do something? Conduct a search, or... Honestly, I'm at a loss. He's in another dimension or on some faraway planet, probably, based on what Gilgamesh said, so I have no idea where to start looking for him. Oh, so this is a regular occurrence, is it? Yeah, he does go missing a lot. Fair enough. If you are certain that he will turn up eventually, none the worse for wear, then I shall take your word for it and strike all worry from my mind. Should that fateful day ever come that you and he are reunited once more, I but ask that you give him my best regards. Alright, will do, buddy. I'll let him know. I would say the same for the wolf burglar. I wonder what he's doing now. Both of these, honestly. Paying his respects to his father, but also probably keeping watch for the next Akebono, because there will inevitably be another one. The system that governs our society incentivizes it too much for him not to be replaced by another just like him. Cut off one head, it's replaced by two. You guys know the saying. I would not fault him if he were, though I might take issue with his methods. Should he abandon all pretense and become a common thief, then I will bring him to justice. This I swear. Fair enough, I guess. Shigure! There's no time to dawdle. Your duties are far from finished. Yes. Forgive me. Right away. I must take my leave, but whenever you are passing through Kugane, I pray you do not hesitate to call on me here at the barracks. Alright, fair enough. Have a good one, buddy. One more time for old time's sake. But yeah, he's right, you know. The next Akebono, it is only a matter of time. You have learned the email to Manderville Mondo. Yeah, it's the quest reward we just got. It's just like, if the incentives are still there, yeah, someone else just like him is eventually bound to take his place eventually, at some point. It's just a matter of time. Wait, more dialogue? Yeah, this place looks beautiful at dawn, too. The lights are still on, but the sun's not fully up yet. But it's kind of there. It's really cool. It's a really nice effect. Oh, he's up there. Somewhere we can actually go to. And you have to if you want to get all the vistas, by the way. Called it. He's looking out for the next Akebono, Mr. Batman up here. Hanging out on the rooftop. Watching over the city, right? Batman / Robin Hood, since he gives the stuff he steals, he gives it to the poor and needy, so. The hell? What the hell ever did happen to Daigoro anyway? He just fucked off and disappeared? Julianne, that's her name, right? Hildebrand's mom, who's also there. Gilgamesh doing the cheer. Hildebrand will return? Question mark. Like always, it's never certain. Will he? I don't know. I love that. It's like, good night, sweet Hildy. Yeah, there we go. It's like a stage play. It's good. I like it. Alright. Time to show off the email we just got. Because why not? No, we got that one before. Some of these are from MSQ that I never... Yeah. There it is. It's basically the dance we just saw. The closing little ceremony of this essentially stage performance. I thought he was gonna hold that pose, but no, it starts to dance over. He got this ages ago. You're deep in thought. I can never not admire the design of the Gunblade. They did it. They did it justice. Like, this is, if they ever remade FF8, this is close to along the lines of what it would look like. And that just kind of, I just came to the realization when I said that. This is the only way to actually see Squall's Gunblade in better graphics. Oh wait, never mind. I forgot. The city is a thing. I forgot about that game. You can see it in the city as well, I suppose. I mean, that's where the outfit for... That's where Squall's outfit for this game came from, unfortunately. I would have preferred they used the design, the original design from OG FF8, but oh well. Then maybe I'd actually might be wearing that one instead of this sort of... I don't want to call it a redesign, more like a loosely inspired adaptation for FF14. That's pretty much lore friendly too. It's made it with materials that you can find in this world. Yuki leather and all that. Anyway, that's it. We're all done with side quests and little misadventures. So it's back to MSQ. And we're nowhere near 2 hours, it's only an hour and a half. But I'm just gonna go ahead and take my break early anyway, just so that I can make it a clean edit. So the Hildebrand adventure will just be this video. And then after the BRB screen, when I come back, that'll be the start of the next video, which will be all just pure MSQ. That way anybody who just might want to skip Hildebrand in this marathon when they watch my playlist or whatever can just be like, alright, next video. And not have to like skip to the halfway point or the last third of this video just to get back to the MSQ. I'm thinking ahead basically. So Snacky Snack agrees. He's in agreement. He doesn't nod his head, but he's in agreement. So. Also, I need to change characters anyway. So, because we're almost done with this expansion completely and officially, you know, the post-game and everything, before I switch to BRB, show the trailer one more time, because it's probably the last time we're going to see the trailer for this particular expansion. Oh yeah, it is. So, since I'm switching characters, I have to log out anyway. Might as well log out and leave it at the title screen while I come back in 5-10 minutes. Instead of just putting up the usual BRB screen. It's a little bit more entertaining, isn't it? So yeah, I'm gonna do that. Let's switch characters, start up New Game Plus for a Stormblood Part 4, and we'll go from there. So, be back in a minute, folks.